Let me tell you a quick story. I'm happy you're at Gold's Gym because everybody needs to do a little something for their bodies. 2011, 2012, I went to get my NASCAR physical. So to become a NASCAR driver, you just cannot get in the race car. Physical, and my doctor at that time in North Carolina, he said, hey, your blood sugar's at 124. If it gets anything over 126, we're going to have to put you on a pill. Well, I knew where that came from because I was drink Coca-Cola, sweet tea. Me and my mom would watch the Johnny Carson show on Coca-Cola and vanilla ice cream. So I said, okay, no. It scared me to death. So I was shaken for 2 weeks. I got off all the sugar, and I lost 25 pounds. And I was holding the weight pretty good. But anyway, I'm much better now. I got my sugar down to around in the mid-80s, and I drink half and half tea, half sweet, half unsweet. I'll never drink a Coke or Pepsi, ever. And so I'm pretty proud of myself. So, yeah, it's a good deal. You're at Gold's Gym today.
When you started as a race car driver and then towards the end of your driving career, how much did fitness come into play, whereas maybe it wasn't in the early days?
When I first started racing, I didn't even think about fitness because I was lucky. I was born a runt. I'm not little, but I'm 5'11", 175 pounds, and I never had any problem with, being overweight. And plus, I built my own race cars, and, I was always very active. Now, however, I will tell you, the later, in my career, I would say around 46. When I got to be 46, that's when I realized, what's this little inner tube around my body here? And then my sugar got high, and so now I'm 54, and I watch everything I eat, and I'm much better off for it.
Okay, who's the most fit driver? I feel like Carl Edwards is the guy we always see
Jimmy
with his
Johnson.
shirt off, working out.
Triathlons.
Jimmy Johnson running, but I feel like the guy that would be at the Gold's Gym would be Carl Edwards.
Carl is a phenomenon in a way that wouldn't be thought of. Carl Edwards was addicted to working out when he was in high school. So that was a thing he did. Like, okay, I graduated Fox High in Arnold, Missouri in 1981. I remember seeing kids in the gym just working out because, and I thought to myself, what the hell are they doing? Why are they doing that? I didn't understand. But so Carl Edwards was that guy. Carl always worked out way before he became a NASCAR superstar. So that was good. But I would say the very first person that brought working out and eating right in the NASCAR was Mark Martin. Mark was little. He could have been a jockey on a horse. Listen, Mark Martin's a good friend of mine. Soaking wet. Mark Martin is like 138 pounds. So very little. Mark brought it in, and nowadays I would say the person that is most physically fit is probably Danica Patrick. She's insane. Her boyfriend Ricky Stenhouse says, Herm, that's my nickname. Says, Herm, don't ever go toe to toe with her on any of that yoga stuff. He says, man, she wears me down. But you're right, Jimmy Johnson. As far as the guys go, yeah, he's probably the winner. But they're all doing it now. It's monkey see, monkey do.
Kenny Wallace, I've seen some of these Danica Patrick beach photos where her and her friends are doing all of the crazy planks and yoga poses, and it is pretty crazy.
So we all love girls, right? At least I do. Now I love my wife most, but I like looking at sexy girls. So anyway, if you go on Instagram and follow Danica Patrick, now her and Ricky Stenhouse, they go down to the Bahamas. They do some vacationing. And, they're not too shy. And it's a whole load of fun. And they got some wealthy friends that they go on yachts or they lease them. And it's a whole load of fun. And I got to tell you, Danica Patrick, she's one of my favorite people. They say dynamite comes in small packages, and she's one of them. She's awesome.
I'm kind of worried, man, because I was checking you on Twitter, and about 40 minutes ago, you pointed to an article and it says new ways to become happier and healthier. The number one reason is explore life without social media. And then you, Kenny, say, my goal is to get off all social media networks. Are you really going to do this?
I'm going to. Hey, first of all, did you see the very first person to respond to that?
Was it Dale Jr.?
Yes, Dale Jr. And he said, he was funny. You know those things they call GIF, GIF? Anyway, so Dale Jr. responded and he used one of those deals and it said, too legit to quit. Like Hammer Time? And he said, so it was a compliment. In other words, he was telling me that my social media platform is too good. You're too legit to quit, man. But I've got a plan. I got a plan in place. I'm racing the crap out of this dirt car. We're running it too much. Need to start backing down there. I'm working too much. So my objective is to go one more year hard. So next year I'm going to go full blown hard. Well, I didn't mean it that way, but I'm going to go really. I'm going to work hard. Let's put it that way. And then 2 years from now, I'm going to slow down. And I really think that I need to clear my head a little bit because, listen, it does. Like for example, I'll tell you how screwed up I am. It really pissed me off this morning that somebody said something mean to you, Charlie. And I wanted to get involved in that little argument.
What was that? What was that?
Some jerk said that the cat, on the sidelines is a much better reporter. That said Charlie's, he's too much Midwest or whatever. And Charlie had a good comeback. He said, yeah, I'm from Ohio. And anyway, just complete mean people. I was going to cut.
Now, Kenny, I have to say, there are a lot of mean people on Twitter. This particular person is a big fan of The Morning After, and he was actually kidding.
Poking fun, you think?
Okay.
Yes. No, I know he was.
Well, good.
But I appreciate you having my back.
Yes, I got your back. Yeah. So, anyways, no matter what you think, I'm not saying you, no matter what people think, social media makes your brain think different ways than you would normally think. So if you're on it and you see all this stuff, you start thinking like that. However, if you are not even on it, you're clueless. You don't have no idea what's going on. So I'm not saying that I want to quit right now, but I can imagine a life where your brain doesn't engage in all the bull crap, and I'm kind of interested in that.